Oh, I got a Hershey bar in the freezer.
I don't even like Robin Williams. I'm not gonna lie.
That needs to open the show.
50 Randy Quaids.
People listening need to take a shot of whiskey right now.
50 Randy Quaids.
Spray paint is the best shit to fucking huff.
50 Randy Quaids.
All about mother's milk.
We watch movies so you don't have to.
Welcome to 50 Randy Quaids. I am your host, Chuck Banner, and with me, my co-host as always,
Robin Williams.
Jay Biggs. And we have some guests this week. We have Fox River Fallout.
Lunchbox.
And Trashcan Charlie.
Alright guys, so we watched Mad Max Fury Road. And if you have any questions or comments, you can contact us on our Facebook page, tweet us, or email us at 50randyquaids@gmail.com.
Wait, hold on. Can I say my name?
You can say your name.
Tater Ricardo.
A.K.A. Robin Williams.
I was
So we're
tripping
gonna be
Too soon?
It's never too soon for comedy, my friend. Alright, so all this information is brought to you by the good folks at IMDb. And so this movie's tagline is, "What a lovely day." So this is an action, adventure, sci-fi movie. And as of August 23rd, 2015, it had made $152 million in the United States. And its budget was $150 million, so it's already making a little bit of money.
Mad Max wins.
As of August 20th, worldwide, it made over $373 million. So this movie made some fucking coin.
I'm happy about that. Well worth it.
How happy are you?
If you can see.
You got a boner?
Alright, so the writers of this movie was George Miller, Brendan McCarthy, and Nico Lathouris.
Did you say Jenny McCarthy?
No, I said Brendan McCarthy.
Oh, my bad.
It's funny because
I
I
would like
thought,
this movie way better.
I thought there was a link right there between, because I at first thought that Jim Carrey was in this movie. I thought Jim Carrey was, what's his face? Josh Hellman playing Slit in the commercials when I originally saw on TV. I was like, is this Jim Carrey in this motherfucker?
What?
No one cares, dude.
Cool story, bro.
Fuck you.
42.
Fuck you, Robin.
42.
Alright, so George Miller also directed this movie. And then Tom Hardy, he plays Max.
Hell yeah.
Charlize Theron plays Furioso.
Hell
And if you're listening, Charlize Theron, you can email us, 50randyquaids, and you can come on the show because we would love to have
You can come on anything you want to.
Alright, so there's also some other people in this movie. I'm going to say Nathan Jones,
Yeah, no one cares.
Rictus
No one knows who they
Erectus, and Zoe Kravitz plays Toast the Knowing. I just wrote that down because I was like, whose character's name is Toast the Knowing?
I want to know.
Which one was Toast?
I want to know the Latin translation to Rictus
Zoe Kravitz.
Erectus.
Yeah, she was the black wife.
Oh, the hottest one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. What's her name?
Zoe
Kravitz.
Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz. If
Need
you would
to-
like to come on the show, please.
I need to point out, though, that Hugh Keys Byrne is back as the main bad guy, Immortan Joe, who also played Toe Cutter in the first Mad Max film.
Oh!
Shakespearean trained
Oh,
and
man.
back in the reboot.
Mad Max is just came out, so you can get that shit at Redbox, Family Video, Amazon, Vudu, or you can just go buy that motherfucker.
Buy it.
I bought it.
Boom.
Actually, it was bought for me.
People listening need to take a shot of whiskey right
That's what
now.
I'm saying.
Alright, so now we're going to have a brief description of this movie brought to you by Fox River Fallouts.
Trashcan Charlie, oh my god, I am so honored to give the brief description of this film. You get Mad Max, Max Rockatansky caught up in a chase and race film just like all the other ones, where you have the lead general of main bad guy Immortan Joe. Her name is Imperator Furiosa. She's trying to smuggle a whole bunch of Immortan's beautiful wives out to some green place. They get tracked down, shit goes wrong, they gotta turn around and go right back to their only salvation, the Citadel.
Boom, that's pretty much exactly what happens. It's like a big fucking circle.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and
Holy
Immortan
Spirit.
Joe.
Immortan Joe.
Immortan Joe.
Shiny
What
and
was-
chrome.
What was with the half blackface going on with Charlize Theron?
Why wasn't she just shiny and chrome?
It's a
the
cult
whole
thing.
movie?
Mulatto face.
I did like the shaved head part. I thought she pulled it off and looked pretty sexy
Beautiful.
doing it. I didn't understand
That
the
was-
half blackface.
Is that like
for
the Ray
war
Lewis
paint.
or something?
It's war paint.
War paint.
All the
Yeah.
captains had it.
Yeah, it's war paint.
And I loved the minions.
The War Boys?
Oh yeah, it totally made me think of Minions from Despicable Me. Is that what it's called?
It's Despicable Me, yeah.
All right, so yeah, it reminded me
Banana.
of the Minions, and they're all just running around. They can't talk. They're like, "Eh." And then the one Minion actually becomes like a big part of the movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Full on.
Slit. No, it's not Slit. It's
It was like
Nux.
his enemy, right?
Nux.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
Nux. That guy was pretty sweet, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
he had some pretty cool, fucking crazy shit going
Shiny
on.
and Chrome.
Shiny and Chrome. I'm
Shiny
gonna
and
make
Chrome.
you
I didn't
Shiny and
understand
Chrome.
that.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, if we're talking real talk right here, you know, metallic spray paint is the best shit to fucking huff. I am not shitting you.
That's the whole point, is for them to huff the shit to get high.
That's what it is.
They're not
It's
afraid to
spray
die.
paint. It's chrome fucking spray paint.
Because everything else in the world is dirty and broken and dead, and so they shine themselves up to look good
Exactly.
before they go to Valhalla.
Valhalla. But the thing is, it's the best shit to huff.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So why didn't they just like paint themselves shiny and chrome all the time?
Because you're preparing yourself for that final moment so that the gods recognize you when the gates open.
Man.
That's why they say,
What if you run
witness
out of
me.
spray
They
paint?
say, witness me.
Exactly.
What if you run
That's
out of
the
spray
thing.
paint?
You don't spray yourself
Oh, I
down.
can totally save this guy, but I can't be shiny and chrome, so I'm just gonna hold back and not kill myself.
Yeah. At death, like right before death, that's when you do it.
What if you die and you're not shiny and
But
chrome?
the
Do you
thing
go to
is
hell?
that you gotta
got a
huff
chance.
it. You gotta huff it because you know your innards
You
gotta
gotta
be
huff it.
fucking
Yeah.
shiny and chrome.
Yeah. So is that what the mask was on the Emperor guy?
He had breathing
So,
problems.
no,
Was that
what?
spray
No,
paint going in
but
there?
it was shiny and chrome.
COPD.
Dude had sleeping problems, sleep apnea.
It's
Fuck
a
you.
CPAP machine.
It's it's a serious condition.
Wait, hold on. What does COPD spell? COPD? That doesn't make any sense. Cop?
It's a disease.
Oh, this is the best episode ever.
I liked when they put that body armor on that guy in the
His
beginning.
fat armor, his fat cover.
Yeah. What was that shit they're like blowing into
was
his
dust.
fucking wrinkles, man?
Anesthetic for the sores and stuff like that. That was my guess. Or flour.
And that family has got some breathing problems because Nathan Jones also had that shit going into his fucking nose.
It makes sense though. I mean, like, look what they're fucking living in.
Well, the whole point is they're all inbred, but they're hoping for good, nice, healthy children, which is why when the baby's born normal, he's like, I had a baby brother, and he was perfect in every way. That's the hope. But, you know, he was born, like, ripped, but he's dumb.
And where are all these big, huge men coming from? Because there are huge guys
Mother's
all
milk.
over this movie.
It's all about mother's milk. That's where they get the protein.
It just was blowing my mind that there's so many, like, weak people, and then there's these huge motherfuckers just going, I push the button, and it raises this huge fucking lever. Yeah!
There's always
There
huge
wasn't
guys.
too
Henchmen
many.
are
It's
always
like
huge.
guards, yes, but there was like also the what you said, the minion, but war boys, and all those war boys were actually
Boys?
training. Boys, yes, the war boys were training. So, but they're all tiny.
War pups is what they called them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy, the lead bad guy, Joe, he kind of looked like Dr. Satan.
He really kind of did.
Especially with that fucking thing on there, and it was just like,
Speaking of this guitar guy,
oh my
Oh, best
Wow.
part.
god,
My favorite
what
part of the movie.
Fuck?
Loved it.
If there's anything
Loved
I
it.
didn't understand in
that
this
was like
entire
a
movie,
fucking straight up homage to fucking Iron Maiden.
I just
swear to
don't
God.
get
I was like,
the need for
fuck
it.
yeah.
No, I
Eddie.
totally understand the need for it. What it was, it's like drums.
Yeah, it's
Rallying
just like,
the troop.
Yeah,
War drums.
It was just a steampunk way of doing it, you know?
yeah.
It was crazy.
It was badass.
I mean, and the guy
I
even
thought it was
looked like he was like a fucking mummy.
Well, like
When
Yeah,
later
no
in
eyes
the movie,
and
when
no
yeah,
mind
like
and
he got hit, that thing ripped off, and he was just like a mouth, like ah.
I will tell you something about the guitar guy. This is how I felt about it. I loved it. I thought it was awesome, but I felt like I should hate it. I felt like it should feel cheesy,
Like,
but
yes.
they did it great. They did it really good.
I did agree with that. I mean, like
If I was writing this movie and somebody said, let's have a guy on a guitar, I would have been like, that's a stupid idea. But whoever said, let's try it, and they pulled it off. It was really good.
It probably worked the best way that they could possibly do it. I still was like, this is a little fucked up. But the
It
whole
might have been
movie
a
was
little-
kind of like that.
if they had, well, yeah.
Was there anything like that in any of the other movies? Was there any
guitar player? No.
Well, not guitar player, but any like.
I mean, you got chanting in T-Dome and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but that's about it.
I love how you.
I do understand. I mean,
Tito.
Tater brings
Meaning
up a great
Thunderdorn.
point with saying it's a rallying cry and stuff like that.
War
Because
drums.
you see
War drums,
in
yeah.
other movies where there's just people out there drumming, and I was like, man,
Star Wars
I'd
Episode 1.
hate to have that fucking job. You're going into a war just with a fucking drum set.
Well, that's based on
No.
real life.
Even
Yeah.
still, I would hate that
No.
job.
I'd
in
rather-
real life.
no,
I'd
I'd rather
me a
be-
sidearm or something, man.
Negative. I'd rather
He
be
had a
the dude.
flamethrower on his guitar.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. But he
Controlled
couldn't
by
see.
the whammy bar.
But he couldn't see. He's all like, I gotta go by the sounds of the fucking battle, baby. Just jamming.
Like
Flamethrower.
I said, that it was straight up fucking Eddie from fucking Iron Maiden.
I
You
felt
guys ever
that,
know?
yeah. I
was
can
like,
feel that.
fuck yeah. Or Megadeth, depending.
Yeah, Dave Mustaine.
So how did you guys feel coming into seeing this movie? Like, what were your expectations for it?
I was fucking stoked. I was just fucking ready because I've fucking loved all fucking Mad Max movies.
And did you see this coming into it?
Well, coming into it, I was just straight up expecting. I didn't really know what I
Epicness.
was. Yeah, I
Yeah, so
really
you
didn't
had-
know. I wanted it to be fucking amazing, and guess it fucking came up.
All right, so
pretty
this is
fucking
your
good.
first time seeing it. 'Cause this
Yeah.
was also my first time seeing it.
Oh, this is my first time seeing it.
Lucky number 7 for me.
Holy
This shit is on repeat.
This is the second time I've seen it.
All right, so a couple of us have seen it more than once.
I will see it again.
Well, it is the
I will,
quintessential movie that changed my life. And so I needed this to be a good film. And when they told me it's not a reboot and they're just carrying on, I said, oh, Lord, yes, please, 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 and loved it.
I'm pretty sure this is the first Mad Max movie I've seen. It was awesome.
Do you want to see the other ones?
I don't necessarily know if I want to see the other ones just because I don't think they'll be able to top this.
If you saw Mad Max 1 and then this being 4, that's fine. 2 and 3 are great, but they're totally kind of different.
So where does this one fit in the movie, in the line of movies? Is this the fourth one,
They're
or
not-
is this
Yeah,
in
it's the
between?
fourth. No, it's the fourth
So
one.
it takes off. So it's
The movies don't
evolved from the third one.
The movies
No.
don't follow a story. They're it's almost like a comic book. Each one's like an adventure.
The
of
Chronicles
Mad Max.
of Mad Max.
Yeah.
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 Each one's like a story, and they almost don't even seem to fit chronologically. Like Mad Max should
No,
be
like-
dead in age at some
Like,
point. during
Mad
these.
Max 3 was actually not a Mad Max film. It was written completely, and then they said, well, shit, let's add him to the film. And then they made it Mad Max 3.
I feel like you could have taken the character Max out of this movie
Yeah.
and not even talked about it being a Mad Max movie. You could have called this movie Fury Road, and it would have been
Furiosa Road.
and it would have been
Absolutely.
just as good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it had Mad Max, which is why I will live and breathe it over and over again.
You ever play the Metal Gear Solid games?
Yeah.
I thought it's kind of similar to that, where
What?
eventually they kind of drop out Solid Snake.
No.
For
It's-
one game.
This movie is I even marked it out and put Borderlands the movie.
I felt like
Yeah,
this
'cause
could
this is
be a
Borderlands.
video game. Like,
But this started in 1979.
That's the time frame in this movie?
No, that's when the
That's when the
first
first
film
one
Oh,
came
that's when the
out.
first one started, yeah. Well, this one's all like red and browns and Marsy, and it was weird. It was like Red Faction and Borderlands.
I really thought the filming
weird.
was immaculate.
But
Like,
you also
the,
have to remember how fucking red Australia is, like the outback and stuff. The
Well,
outback.
they
How the
filmed it
fuck
in
am I supposed
Africa
to
this
know
time,
they're in
though.
Oh, this
frickin'
time?
Yeah.
Australia?
Well, I mean, like it was based.
Zamunda.
Well, like the first one was
Zamunda looks
based
like fucking Mars.
definitely in Africa, in fucking Australia. So
there was so
Insane.
much intense scenery.
but it didn't overboard.
sand
You
storm.
know,
You could tell it wasn't like real, but it was awesome.
As close
Yeah.
as you
That the
get.
way it was
That
shot.
fucking-
Yeah, it was definitely the
that
closest.
The sandstorm was epic.
With
that
the
was
twisters,
Yeah,
fucking.
the sandstorm was
I was
epic.
like, you're riding in hell. I'm like, that is so fucking awesome.
I wrote down the Hellstorm Twister scene
Yeah.
as my favorite scene just
That's
because
fucking
of
so good.
all the colors that were in it, and it was so
It was
crisp
epic. Yeah.
in the way that it was shot, and the final process of what we saw on the screen was super crisp. All the twisters coming down, it was insane to see. I also wrote down a badass spike trap.
Oh yeah, in the
Where-
beginning.
in the beginning,
That was
Yeah, that was
where it
pretty
was
cool.
like it reminded me of Robin Hood when they're I don't know in like the forest and all the guys are like running and like hitting the sticks and the earth falls on them. So when the people coming through and they're just
Yeah.
looking around, there's nobody there and they all pop up. And they're like, "Ah, fuck you!"
fucking pop the earth out.
Yeah, dude.
It was awesome.
That's what I
shit's so
felt like
rad.
that was. Where they're just, boom, crash, burn
Actually-
into a pile of fucking spikes.
The best thing was the best car being driven by the best woman alive. I'm only saying
Little
this.
rapey. Little
I know, but I'm only saying this because she had
That's like
short
Gary
hair and
Moore
was
rapey.
really hot. And she was really hot in this fucking movie.
No, yeah, she
Just-
was
I had to
really
fucking
hot
say
in this movie.
But and driving my
I think she
favorite
looked
fucking
old.
car too.
I think she looked like fucking Carol. That's what I think.
Steve Carroll.
No,
Negative.
Carol from Walking Dead.
I wrote down pregnant girl had skills because she's fucking hanging on that door and you think that she's gonna get fucking slammed by that truck. And then all of a sudden she swings out and she's like, I got this shit! And then the door falls off and she gets fucking run over
Well,
almost.
they
Yeah.
do it twice in the film because same thing with Nux. Immortan Joe says, "Here's your chance." He's like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna do this right," and then he fucks up too. Joe just shakes his head like, "Fuck."
There's no heroes in this movie. I
No.
don't think. Every time somebody tries to be a hero, they just fail.
That was the only comic relief in this entire movie, was failure.
Yeah.
Well, actually, what's kind of cool is every like major thing, everything that got accomplished as they got accomplished was a result of multiple people. It was never like one person just killed it. Like
Fuck
they were
yeah.
all like just
No Lion team.
in sync.
I want to add my favorite part of the film, and since I've seen the film a few times now, and I kind of like to read into it, and there's a whole lot of that Viking mythos there, and they are my people. And one thing that I read into it, which I've not read anywhere else
Like you own them?
on the internet's, like I own these thoughts. So in Viking mythology, the god of war is Tyr, and he's got one arm, just like the main character did. She's got one fucking arm. The main god is Odin, who's got one eye, and by the end of the film, the eye's been slammed shut. So like she kind of transitions from the god of war to like all father.
Yeah, the
but
All-Father.
it's got all that female propaganda stuff too, which I think is perfectly fine.
Charlie, can I ask you a question? Did you look that up on the internet, or
No.
is that like shit you
No,
know?
that's all me.
That's fucking observant as hell, dude.
I like Viking shit.
That's
I
cool.
am the god of thunder.
That's awesome.
He's
I was just
also
curious.
very finished, so.
I would have never even caught that. Even if I knew all that stuff, I would have never even caught that.
There's all that Viking stuff.
He's finished, not
And
finished.
so, she has first, she wants to redeem herself. So she's this war general, and then now she becomes hope, and that's what Odin is to my people.
This movie was very female power oriented.
That was the one thing, I think it went over the top when they're like, let's get them, girls! That was my least favorite part. It
I
was
thought it was
okay.
comical.
It was
I thought that's what it was supposed to kind of be, because it's this old lady being like, yeah, let's do it.
How
Those
about,
old ladies kicked ass. by
how
the way.
about that
Fuck
first scene with fucking Charlize and the wives versus Nux and Max? They're chained and like it was just such a great just battle scene
Dude,
between.
I was surprised that he didn't fucking kill Nux, like, right off the bat.
It was funny
Surprised.
because that's kind of what I was thinking was going to happen, but I love it how Nux immediately was like, yeah, dude, I got the clip.
Yeah, like
because Max is a guy, he's on his fucking side. I mean,
Exactly.
if you're thinking rationally, Max would be like, fuck you, dude, you were driving a fucking car with me as the fucking
Hold on. I don't. Hold on. I disagree with
Get
that.
the fuck out of here,
I don't
bro.
think he felt a kinship to Max because he was a guy. I think it was because he was holding the gun to the traitor's head.
Anybody could have gotten that gun.
That's a good point.
I think it was. Yeah, anybody could have got the gun, but Max was like in Nux's eyes. Max was about to kill this traitor. Like that means that they're
He could spin that to gain favor.
The enemy
from
of my
Joe,
enemy
stuff
is
like
my
that.
there
friend
was,
thing,
There was
you know?
so much to fucking, like, put on the board right there, because, like, not only was she was the fucking boss of that train.
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
She was the lead general.
She was the lead general. She was supposed to go out and fucking do, like, a huge fucking mission and shit. And she fucking,
She's
like,
just
she
running
had
down the
her-
road to get some gas.
And, she
And
got-
bullets.
and
Oh, dude, when
bullets.
that guy got blinded, freaking
Yeah.
loved
That was
that.
badass.
And again, female power. Here, Max, give your gun up with the last round so she can shoot out the fucking light.
But she was the hero of the movie.
she was the sharpshooter.
protagonist.
I wrote down that this movie reminded me of Waterworld to like the
Oh,
T. Mine, it's just the flip. This was like no water.
And that
In
was all
Waterworld,
water.
it was like all water.
Yeah.
But they were both looking for a green place, and they both eventually got there.
But none of those films would exist if Mad Max didn't come out first. So Waterworld is more like an homage to Mad Max, but wet. And then this is taking back what it should have been first.
Yeah,
place.
honestly, this one
And
follows...
no Kevin Costner.
This one follows Mad Max 1 and 2 just in exactly... The whole format is the same as Mad Max 1 and 2. It's pretty much the same movie. All three of them are pretty much the same movie, just kind of slight differences in the background between what's going on, you know?
I didn't know if I was going to like this because there's really no plot. I mean, there's a small outline of something, but it's...
The outline is chase and race. It's first they chase them down, and then they have to race, against each other. And so that's what they've done in 2 of the previous ones.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
That's the format of the movie. There is some degree of that in Beyond Thunderdome, too.
Little bit.
Yeah, it's not the whole movie, because you got the whole him trying to escape
The
Thunderdome.
children and all that, too.
Yeah.
I just felt like they did it well. It was well done, and it was really better than I expected it to be, because I kind of felt like you might grow tired of this in a 2-hour movie of just, hey, let's just drive around in circles.
Drive down a road.
But in badass cars, though.
What did you guys think of the lull in between the 2 plots? So you have the first big chase, and then the race back, and then there's like that star scene where all they're just kind of stuck by themselves, touchy-feely, and that's a satellite and shit like that. What did you guys think about that part?
I think I was going to the bathroom.
That is kind of the time to go take a piss.
I felt like if there is any story, that's when they're
5 minutes.
trying to tie it all together and go, oh, okay, well, here's this, and here's that, and here's why we care about all these characters.
Good point.
But other than that, it's kind of pointless. I mean, there is really no build to the movie either. It just kind of starts. He's standing there, maybe urinating, maybe not.
He definitely was.
And then... And then it just kind of goes, where, oh shit, they catch him. Okay, now he's caught. Oh, now he escapes. And, oh, now he's caught again.
Why'd they cut his hair? I guess someone gets long hair?
I think they just use it for something.
Probably. I mean, yeah, definitely. It's a fucking wasteland. They don't have anything, so they fucking use what they have.
Pubic wigs.
Colonial times.
I didn't understand some of the wardrobe choices. Like that cannibal guy, the big fat dude who's always rubbing his nipples. And then he's got the nose thing.
Yeah,
Dude, that guy definitely was rubbing his nipples.
I still can't
a lot.
tell if they're brothers or if they're like his older sons, because he calls them both. He goes brother, and then he says dad.
This is what it is. The guy with the nose thing is his dad. He's the dad of the brothers. Immortan, Rictus, the little midget guy that stayed back, and the guy that gets his eyes shoot out. Those are the 4 brothers.
See, I thought Rictus was the son of Immortal Joe.
No, because when they cut the baby out of the woman, the guy who takes the baby out looks at Rictus and says, "Your nephew was a boy."
Brother.
Yeah,
he
he
says
said
brother.
your brother.
Says I
Oh,
had
does
a
it say
baby
brother?
brother. Yeah.
He did.
Oh, he did. So maybe Rictus is not one of the brothers. Maybe there's only 3 then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're
think
right. I got
Rictus
that
is
wrong.
the son.
He
of
didn't
Joe.
have a respiratory thing either.
What about the bullet farmer guy?
I think he's
blinded.
a
Isn't
brother.
he one of the brothers?
He's a brother. Yeah,
I think
he's a brother.
So what about the tiny little person who's got
He's a brother.
the weird feet?
He's a brother.
Yeah, I think he's a brother.
The guy with the nose is the dad. The midget guy with a weird feet thing.
Little person.
The guy who gets his eyes shot out. And Immortan and Joe are the 3 brothers.
Who's got the cankles?
That's the guy with the,
The
nose.
nose
thing.
thing.
The
okay.
nose guy is
Yeah.
the cankles with
Yeah.
cannibalism and
Yeah.
eating the
He's
people.
Syphilis
the dad
endures
of
in the
them all.
wasteland.
Yeah, he's the
Day
dad.
2.
Day 2.
Well, day 3, her mom died. Cannibalism.
Attention to detail.
She ate her.
Probably true.
Lol.
Well, when they were doing, when they were preparing Max to be the blood bank, everybody had like meat and blood on their lips. Did you guys notice that?
Mm-mm.
Like they were all like just ate something raw.
They like eating people.
I felt like it was definitely an illusion cannibalism.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they talk about eating people. Why wouldn't you in a wasteland?
I agree. Why wouldn't you in any apocalyptic situation? I'd start eating people on day 2.
Well, I mean, that's why on day 3 the mom was gone. She got eaten. And then she went to half blackface.
I didn't like the silver spray paint.
Dude,
didn't
I
think it
love
needed to be
that.
there.
I disagree.
Well, I mean, they made up a good point by huffing it and going crazy. for that last little like.
Viking berserkers. That's what it's alluding to.
That's crazy. In the beginning of the movie, they got the bolt cutters, and he's all like, cut the chain. Why didn't he just cut the lock first? And then the chain would have fell off, and he wouldn't have had a mask on for half the movie. And he wouldn't have had to sit there and try to file the fucking lock for half the
It
movie.
wasn't half the movie. It was
He
like
had
fucking
they had
30
bolt cutters.
minutes.
It was a padlock. Just cut the fucking padlock. Done.
True.
I thought
Yeah.
that too when that happened. I was like, why didn't they cut the lock
Right?
first?
That was kind of weird.
One thing I want to bring up are all of the Easter eggs in this film. Like, one, his gun shoots twice. In every film, that shotgun has never worked. Including this one. They had the gyrocopter guy, his, like, mask thing on the car, the music box, which is
I
from
did see the
the third
gyrocopter
film.
guy.
All
Oh, I didn't
kinds
see
of
the
just
music
allusions.
box.
Even when he tells her his name is Max, he does this Mel Gibson impression by blinking his fucking eyes because that's how he acts. And I read too much into it, but like I try to pick out those little things because yes, this film gave me a raging erection.
Erectus erectus?
Yes,
Erectus, erectus.
that's what you call yours, right?
Yeah, it is now. This is what I didn't like about the movie. It was only 2 hours long. I
Oh
could have
my
watched
God.
another hour of that.
Agreed.
I would have liked to see more of what could have happened after they got back to the home base, whatever it was.
Well, there's 3 more films that are going to get made, and so we will hopefully see more of Mad Max actually speaking, doing shit.
That would be nice.
Is Tom Hardy gonna be in
Yes,
those
he
movies?
signed on for all 3. I wanted a dog meat character, and so hopefully, please, 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 in the next one, bring that dog meat back.
I agree.
All right, so now we're gonna get to the part of the program where we
Are we
rate
really?
Mad
Yeah.
Max. IMDb gave Mad Max Fury Road 41.5 Randy Quaids.
Ooh.
How do you guys feel about this, Jay Biggs?
I'm gonna give it 38 Randy Quaids. It was a good movie. Had epic parts. Didn't think Tom Hardy did a good job because he only had like 5 lines. Vin Diesel could have done his job in this one. But if there is gonna be 3 more movies,
Ugh.
then they have to have a better character. And I understand. It was a good movie. I liked it.
Fuck
It was
Vin
enjoyable.
Diesel. Yeah, Vin Diesel would not be a better choice of actor in this movie.
That's all this movie was. Tom Hardy just made faces.
The man is going insane. He's seeing his dead wife and his dead kid, whose name is Sprague, by the way.
Sprague.
He doesn't need to speak. He's going crazy.
That's weird. It's weird.
I'd rather not have the Mad Max character in the movie than have Vin Diesel play it. So what rating did you give this movie, Robin Williams?
Well, I love the movie. This movie is in my top 5 favorite movies of all time. Breakfast Club, Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses, Mad Max. The cinematography was excellent. I thought the acting was really good all around. Even with, I thought that a lot of story was told with not a lot of dialogue, and that's really hard to do. Tarantino can't do that. That's for sure.
Damn.
Yeah, well, it's all dialogue for Tarantino. You know?
True.
And don't get me wrong, I love Tarantino stuff. But, yeah, it's really good. So, I would have to give it a 49.
Wow, 49.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright, so I'm gonna give this movie 40 Randy Quaids. A lot more than I thought I was gonna give it out the bat. But the movie kept me going the whole time. There really wasn't one of those lull periods. I mean, you could say there was a lull
There
period
was a satellite, bro.
where they, what Charlie was talking about earlier, but I felt like everything that was in it was, for the most part, essential. There's really everything that I didn't like about it was all the little tiny bullshit, like Guitar Man. I didn't need Guitar Man. I understand why he's there, but at the same time I don't, because later in the movie they show actual fucking drummers, so I still don't get the Guitar Man. But I'm going to give this movie a 40. Go fucking see it. It was great. Rent it, buy it, stream it. I don't care how you fucking see it. But you
I'd
should
say
see
buy it.
And then now we're going to hear from Lunchbox and see what he thinks about this fucking movie.
All right, so I'm giving this movie a solid 45.
65.
IMDb's got this on point. I really think this is a great movie. I just wanted to hear more from Max. That's the only thing that I have an issue with, and that's it. But it's understandable why he didn't have that much of a role in the movie and all that stuff. Yes, he was going insane and shit, but good characters, good scenes. Hellstorm, that was fucking amazing. That's it. I don't know, 45. That's me.
Charlie?
Everyone who knows me would know I would max out my score. But,
Oh, that's a
Oh. But I'm actually not. Only because I hope to see so much more in the future from them. I think the highest score tonight was a 49, so I'm going to go with a 49.1. I need to top out this crowd because it's my favorite damn genre, favorite damn character ever.
Franchise.
God bless you, Mad Max.
You can like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter at 50RandyQuaids. And now we're going to give some time for the band to talk.
You want to talk about the album coming out? I don't know how long, but we're working on it.
Yeah, it's going to have 11 tracks of our own, 2 covers on it. I'm pretty stoked to see get done finally.
Oh,
We
yeah.
just got to take some time off of these gigs. They've been riding us hard.
Yeah, check us out on FoxRiverFallout.com if you want to see us, because we've been playing a lot, almost every weekend. And just keep rolling in.
Next time on 50 Randy Quaids, Episode 15, The Gallows. Tune in November 2nd as the crew watches The Gallows with special guest, Brad Biggs. You guessed it, Jay Biggs' brother. We decide whether or not this movie is great or just another shit fest. Until next time, we watch movies so you don't have to. Peace out.
50 Randy Quaids is recorded at Jane Jug Studios, hosted by Chuck Banner, produced by Chuck Banner and Tater Ricardo. Featured music is by Fox River Fallout.